Alrighty, welcome back to another Algebra 1 state test review video. Today we're talking about standard F.IF.1. This has to do mainly with linear functions and all that fun stuff. So let's jump right in. This is actually, I believe, the standard. No, this isn't one of the most questioned standards. But functions are a very important concept to understand. So let's get right in. Question 1 from the practice LST. Complete the first table so that f of x is a function. Complete the second table so that g of x is not a function. So, let's talk about the definition of a function. A function is a relation or an equation, a set of ordered pairs, an equation, things like that, where every input x has only one unique output, y. And to put it in layman's terms, that just means x cannot repeat. If I was to give you a TLDR, x cannot repeat. Okay? TLDR part 2, you don't care about y. Okay, y can be whatever it wants to be. The big rule is that x cannot repeat. So, complete the first table set. F of x is a function. Okay. This f of x, which represents your y values, okay, these can be anything you want. 2, 6. They can be anything. Anything. To make this first table a function, this x value has to be anything except -1 or 6. It can be any number except -1 or 6. I'm going to use 5. That's a function. Complete the second table to set g of x is not a function. Again, it does not matter what you put in the g of x column. I'm going to put 12 and 15 because I can. To make this not a function, your x must repeat. Therefore, it must either be -1 or 6. I'm going to make it -1. If they want you to make it a function, your x cannot repeat. If they want you to make it not a function, your x must repeat. Question 2. Which table represents y as a function of x? So we're looking for the table that does not have any repeating x's. We don't care about the y values. We do not care about the y values. We do not care about the y values. We do not care about the y values. Does A have repeating x's? Yes. All of them are repeating. So it's not that. Does C have repeating x's? Yes, you have 4 and 4. Not that. Does B have repeating x's? No. Those are all different. Does D have repeating x's? 1, 9, and 9. It does. 9 and 9 repeat, so it's not that. So it is answer B. Question 3. Select all the relations that represent a function. Select all. Odds are more than one right answer. So, we'll go through these one at a time. Remember, all we're looking for is to see if we have any repeating x's. Our first two answers are groups of ordered pairs. Our x values are 0, 4, 5, 7, and 7. This has a repeating x. It repeats 7 and 7, so it is not this. Our next one has 0, 3, 6, 9, and 15. All of our x values are different, so it gets a pass. Our next one, again, we do not care about y values. 0, 4, 7. All different, gets a pass. Our next one, 4, 4, and 4, they're all the same. This doesn't work. Now, when you have an actual graph, you have to use what's called the vertical line test. Okay? So what you do is you essentially take your pen, you run it across the paper, and if it ever touches the line more than once at the same time, it is not a function. In this case, it does not, so that is a function. Here, same thing. It never touches the line more than once at the same time, therefore, function. So, the second choice, the third choice, the fifth choice, and the sixth choice are all functions. Question 4. The set of ordered pairs representing a function is given. We have 1, 3, 2, 4, and 5, 6. Select all of the ordered pairs that could be included in the set so it remains a function. So it needs to stay a function, which means, again, no repeating x's. Okay? What are our x's? 1, 2, and 5. So you check any choice that does not have an x value of 1, 2, or 5. 2, 2 has an x value of 2. 3, 4 does not have one of the three we're avoiding. 4, 4 does not have one of the three we're avoiding. 5, 7, we're avoiding 5. 6, 8, perfect. Can do. That simple. Don't repeat x's and you are fine. Don't repeat x's and you are fine. Don't repeat x's and you are fine. Question 5. The table represents a function with a missing ordered pair. Which ordered pair could be missing in the table? So again, functions. No repeating x's. And I know what you're saying, Mr. Dietz. Do I really have to write that again? Yes. Yes, I want you to write it again because I want to really make sure you know that functions are just no repeating x's. So what does that mean? We can't use a choice that has -2 in its x value. We can't use a choice that has 4 in its x value. We can't use a choice that has 8 in its x value. So what does that leave us? A has an 8, B has a 4, C has a -2, D has a -5. That's perfectly okay. It is D. So that's it for this standard. A rather short video, considering how important this standard is, but that's just how quick you can fly through these questions. They can be nearly freebies for you if you can just remember no repeating x's. If you have any questions, please let me know, and good luck on your test.